It's a pleasure to see you here. If you are listening to this right now, this moment is not random. There is a part of you that has been searching, not desperately, but quietly. A part of you that feels there must be more ease, more flow, more harmony than what you have been experiencing. Maybe you have tried to attract abundance. Maybe you have worked harder, visualized more, repeated affirmations, and yet something still feels blocked. This is not because you are doing something wrong, and it is not because abundance is far from you. It is because abundance does not respond to effort. It responds to identity, not to what you want, but to who you believe you are being. From a very young age, we are taught to chase success, to chase money, to chase validation, as if abundance were something outside of us. But chasing sends a silent message to the subconscious, the message that says, I don't have yet. I am not enough yet. I will be whole when something external arrives. And the subconscious mind always agrees. Tonight, this meditation is not about forcing abundance into your life. It is about removing the tension, the resistance, and the identity that blocks it. Because abundance flows naturally when the nervous system feels safe. And safety is created through softness, through presence, through allowing. This meditation is designed to be listened to before sleep, because when the body rests, the mind opens. And what you repeatedly hear in this state does not need to be forced. It gently becomes familiar, then believable, and eventually natural. If you return to this meditation for 21 days, you are not trying to change yourself. You are allowing a new internal state to settle, a state where receiving feels safe, where abundance feels normal, where prosperity no longer feels distant or reserved for others. You do not need to believe every word yet. You do not need to feel anything special. You do not need to try. Simply listening is already enough. Now, allow your body to settle naturally and let your mind slow down as we gently begin. Now allow your attention to move gently into your body. There is nothing you need to change, nothing you need to control. Simply notice where your body is touching the surface beneath you. Feel the support that is already holding you. You do not need to hold yourself together anymore. Let the weight of your body sink naturally, as if gravity itself were giving you permission to rest. Notice your shoulders. Many people carry responsibility there without realizing it. Allow the shoulders to soften, to drop slightly, not because they must, but because they can. Bring awareness to your jaw. Let the teeth separate gently. The body releases tension when it realizes it is safe. Now notice your breathing. Do not try to breathe deeply. Just notice the breath as it is. Breathing in and breathing out. Each exhale sends a message to the nervous system. The message says, it is okay to slow down. It is okay to receive. It is okay to let go. Many people unconsciously block abundance because their body is always bracing, always preparing, always protecting. But abundance flows when the body is not in survival mode. Right now, there is nothing you need to solve, nothing you need to fix, nothing you need to become. Let your stomach soften. This is where many people hold fear. Fear of not having enough. Fear of losing control. Imagine that area gently loosening, creating space, creating openness. Your body does not need to be tense to keep you safe. In fact, the more relaxed you become, the more available you are to receive. Notice how safety feels in the body. Not excitement, not force, but a quiet sense of ease. This is the state where abundance feels natural. Not something to chase, but something to allow. Stay here for a moment. Let this feeling settle. Your body is learning that it is safe to receive more. And from this place, we begin to shift the inner narrative. Now gently bring your awareness to your inner voice, not the loud one, not the critical one, but the subtle voice beneath your thoughts, the one that quietly defines who you believe you are. This voice has been shaped over time, by experiences, by repetition, by moments that left an imprint. And without realizing it, many people begin to live from an old identity, an identity built around effort, around proving, around surviving. But identity is not fixed. It is a pattern, and patterns can change. Right now, you are not here to force new beliefs. You are here to loosen old ones. Notice any subtle tension that arises when you imagine receiving more in life. More ease, more abundance, more support. That tension is not wrong. It is simply familiar conditioning. The mind often asks, who would I be if things were easier? What would change about me? What would I lose? And so it clings to struggle, because struggle feels known. But you are allowed to update who you are becoming. You are allowed to release the version of you that believed life must be hard to be meaningful. Take a moment now to imagine yourself operating from calm competence, not rushing, not chasing, not needing external validation, just grounded, clear, present. This version of you does not force outcomes. They respond instead of react. They trust their timing. They move with intention. Notice how this identity feels in the body. Not exciting, not dramatic, but steady. This steadiness is power. And from this place, your nervous system learns a new reference point. A reference point where worth is not earned, where presence is enough, where abundance feels compatible with who you are. You are not becoming someone else. You are remembering a version of you that was never meant to struggle endlessly. Stay with this feeling. Let it stabilize, because from here, we begin to speak new truths. Now allow these words to settle gently into you. You do not need to analyze them. You do not need to agree with them immediately. Simply let them pass through awareness and rest where they belong. You are safe to receive. You are safe to expand. Nothing needs to be forced. Nothing needs to be proven. Notice how your body responds when you hear the word allowed. Allowed to rest. Allowed to succeed. Allowed to be supported. Many people carry an unconscious belief that ease must be followed by loss, that calm cannot last, that abundance creates danger. But these are learned associations, not universal truths. Right now, you are teaching your system something new, that stability can feel normal, that peace can feel familiar, that growth does not require self-sacrifice. Repeat silently within yourself, I am allowed to experience goodness without waiting for something to go wrong. Let the words soften inside you. There is nothing arrogant about receiving. There is nothing selfish about alignment. When you are regulated, you offer more to life, not less. Feel the difference between striving and allowing. Striving tightens the chest. Allowing opens the breath. Striving rushes the future. Allowing meets the present. You do not need to know how things will unfold. You only need to know that you can meet them as you are. And as you are now, you are enough to hold what comes. Let this truth land deeply. Your nervous system learns by repetition. Each time you return to this space, you teach it safety. Each time you listen, you loosen old fear-based patterns. This is why consistency matters. Not discipline through force, but devotion through gentleness. Day by day, this practice recalibrates how you meet life. And slowly, almost unnoticed, your inner dialogue begins to change. Less doubt, less resistance, more trust, more clarity, more inner permission. Stay here a little longer. Let your body memorize this state, because this is not an escape from reality. This is training for it. And from this grounded place, we begin to integrate it into your daily life. Now begin to gently bring this state into your everyday life, not as something separate, but as something that walks with you. This calm is not meant only for quiet moments. It is meant to accompany you while you live. As you move through your day, there will be moments of noise, moments of doubt, moments of pressure. And when they appear, you do not need to fight them. You simply remember how this state feels. Grounded, present, steady. Each time you return here, even briefly, you strengthen a new inner reference point. This is how change becomes real, not through intensity, but through repetition. If you choose to return to this practice for 21 days, you are not forcing transformation. You are allowing your system to recalibrate naturally. 21 days of reminding your mind that safety can exist in stillness. 21 days of teaching your body that calm does not mean stagnation. 21 days of showing yourself that presence is powerful. Over time, you may notice subtle shifts. Your reactions soften. Your thoughts slow down. Your decisions feel clearer. Not because life becomes perfect, but because you meet it from a more stable place. Remember this: you are not here to fix yourself. You are here to remember yourself. Nothing in you is broken. Nothing in you is missing. What changes is your relationship with what already exists. And as that relationship softens, life begins to respond differently. Not because you demanded it, but because you aligned with it. Take a moment now to acknowledge yourself for showing up, for listening, for giving yourself this space. Let gratitude arise naturally, without effort, and know that you can return here whenever you need. This space lives within you. It is not dependent on circumstances. It is always accessible. Remain here for a few more moments, allowing everything to settle. And when you are ready, carry this presence forward, not as a technique, not as a task, but as a way of being. You have arrived at the end of this practice. And just by being here, by staying, by allowing yourself this space, you have already done something meaningful for your life. There is nothing more you need to achieve right now. Nothing to improve. Nothing to fix. Simply notice how it feels to have given yourself this time, this presence, this care. If at any moment your mind wandered, if you lost focus, or if you felt resistance, that is perfectly okay. That is part of the practice. That is part of being human. What matters is that you returned, again and again, to your breath, to your body, to this moment. Allow yourself now to simply rest in what is. No effort, no intention. Just being. Take a gentle breath in and slowly exhale. If this meditation supported you, if it brought you even a small sense of calm, clarity, or grounding, know that returning to this practice daily can gently transform your life over time. Consistency creates depth. Presence creates change. You may choose to listen to this meditation again tomorrow, or return to it whenever you feel the need to reconnect with yourself. And if you feel called to, you are welcome to share in the comments how this practice made you feel today. Your experience matters. Your presence matters. If you wish to continue walking this path of awareness, stillness, and truth, you may also choose to stay connected with this space. There is no rush, no pressure, only an open invitation. Now allow yourself to remain here for a few moments longer, breathing naturally, resting fully. Nothing to do, nothing to become, just being.